Since Ruto took office, 56.61 billion has been stolen through e-Citizen. Here's a breakdown as per the Auditor General's report which came out yesterday. 44.8 billion was unaccounted for the financial year 2023/2024. Another 11 billion was paid to private accounts of a ghost company, and around 116 million of marriage fees has gone missing. But of course, to some of us this is not a major shocker because Rigiji already exposed that we're dealing with a criminal enterprise, especially pertaining to e-Citizen. Just listen into this.
E-Citizen, my friend, when we came in, the president was very mad that e-Citizen is in private hands. After some time, shares exchanged hands, and the president ordered that all government services be onboarded. He stopped talking about the private people. 70% of e-Citizen is owned by private people. Your guess is as good as mine. Ask Adil, he'll tell you who are the owners of e-Citizen, who is the owner of Lisa. Today,
so they're the ones benefiting from that 50 shillings.
That 50, any time you use e-Citizen, the Madrins at State House have your money. This government is a money-making machine, and there is no national interest. There is no concern for the people of Kenya. And we may reach a point we may ask the people not to pay taxes because it is a government, it is everything.
Now in this video, I want us to look into why this money is so easy to steal. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Now, the first reason why these e-Citizen funds are so easy to make off with, or rather make away with, is because the National Treasury, till date, has not signed any service level agreements with financial service providers who are responsible for collecting and settling payments through the e-Citizen portal. And that's why these SLAs are not issuing Kenyans any form of electronic receipt when they transact on platforms such as Teams. And here's one such prime example of a recent victim, and I quote, "Teams closed suddenly with all payments made through e-Citizen. I had to pay NTSA for the same service in order to transfer a vehicle, and there is no way to follow up the payment earlier made. Where did all this money go? Can we be refunded the payments we made in Teams? Watu wamelipa through Teams, Teams has disappeared with your money, and you have to go pay NTSA again for the same service." Hiyo ndo inaitwa kuoshwa na serikali. There is no receipts, no paper trail, no questions asked. That's the height of arrogance na wizi ya kimabavu. And heads must roll. Iya tutaache iende hivyo because the same Auditor General report has revealed that e-Citizen has almost 2.75 billion in receipts that could not be linked to any invoices in the MPESA flow system, which was designed to facilitate government payments. This just shows you the deliberate loopholes that they're using so that our Heimdall, Nancy Gathungu, cannot see where our money is going. She can only see that money is missing, but she can never investigate and find out where it went because there's no paper trail anywhere. This is very dangerous. Hii wizi ya kimabavu could easily start a revolution. 2 years ago, I saw the first dalili of this behavior. When people were paying for housing through Boma Yangu, if you want to start a payment plan to get a house, I saw a certain gentleman saying he made payments of 150,000. He has not received an SMS confirming his payment, and he doesn't know where to go. Hajui aende Huduma Center kuleta shida, hajui aende Ministry of Labor, hajui aende wapi. Where do you go if you have paid for housing and you get no receipt? And I'm not talking about that housing contribution yenye unakatwa. This is somebody who has interest in purchasing a unit from what is being built currently. This is serious and total theft. It should be enough to get some people impeached, but this being a third world country, tumezoea kutolerate corruption. In fact, corruption can never get you impeached. It is just part and parcel of lifestyle. That is the norm ambayo watu wameeka. And that's why it is so important for us to change our leadership, tulete mtu ambaye atafunga watu kama hawa, so that moving forward you will know that in this country if you steal, you are done for. Let the young and upcoming politicians learn from the older ones who are locked up in jail. Otherwise, zero repercussions. Hii story itatembea leo, kesho kutwa. It will be discussed here and there in patches, and then nothing happens. We will find ourselves talking about the 2026/2027 finance bill. Tushasahau ukora ya hiyo finance bill ambayo imepita. It's very shameful, but anywho, let's see what Kenyans on X had to say about this, and I quote. Andy Taz said, na huyu ndio anatuambia ati anajenga kanisa State House. Very shameless and useless regime. Ambassador Balozi said, EACC Kenya, I am yet to feel your presence. I'm yet to be convinced you exist. Me too. Ibrahim Gitu said, I'm yet to see even a single MP raising this issue on the House, yet they represent the people. No, they don't represent the people, they represent their stomachs and their party leaders, as we learned. Some delegate na wanaanza kujiita sijui ng'ombe sijui nani. Not my words, Junet said it himself. Rocky said, ndio hizo zinapeanwa kwenye the so-called empowerment programs. F this government. Feel your anger, bro. Ephraim O. Wanye said, Raila amepata ngapi? Kenya should be audited. Clement said, yet Kenyans should pay 1,000 for an ID. The more Kenyans vote tribal, the more they will suffer, Shauri yao. Jelagat said, these funds don't divert themselves. Where are the culprits? Oprono Njiru said, Kenya should be liberated from KANU political orphans. They have destroyed this nation since 1963. Sam Kahuro said, billions of money being looted from e-citizen diverted to private Kasongo accounts. Kuiba bila breaks. The blood-based mongrel government must be stopped by patriots of Kenya across the country. I believe these billions are the ones they are calling economic empowerment shenanigans. Now what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here's the ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.